pour cette conférence, j'accueille un expert en transformation digitale au sein du Centre de la transformation digitale de la GIZ, notre partenaire diamant. On parle souvent de transformation digitale, mais on en parle de façon un peu peut-être erronée. Disons qu'on parle de digitalisation, on en a parlé d'ailleurs hier. Il s'agit davantage d'équiper l'entreprise. On pense que c'est une question juste d'équipement. Et notre prochain intervenant va nous expliquer, va nous montrer les étapes pour réellement mettre en place une stratégie digitale. Je vous prie d'accueillir chaleureusement Khaled Khalifa, expert en transformation digitale. On l'applaudit chaleureusement, s'il vous plaît.
Bonjour.
L'intervention sera en anglais, donc préparez-vous psychologiquement à comprendre et à lui parler par la suite en anglais.
Thank you. I'll have this. Thank you all for joining us today in this session about digital transformation and AI. We'll start by, how do I change the slide? Thank you. Okay, so I will start with a quick overview of what we will cover in this session, and then we can start. First, we will define what digital transformation is, its difference with digitalization, and how a strategic approach and a shift in mindset are crucial to a successful, impactful digital transformation. Then we will review together the 5 domains of digital transformation by David L. Rogers. Each domain is an essential area of transformation, where transformation has an impact, where transformation is transforming and creating new opportunities. And then we will focus on data as the core of digital transformation. We will speak about AI, so we will speak about data extensively in this session. Then we will review the strategy principles. How can we define a strong strategy? How can we define a robust strategy? And what is a non-good strategy and what is a bad strategy? So, and finally, we will look together at strategic approach, which is a series of steps that any company could take. It's a roadmap of steps, practical steps, to have a successful digital transformation. So what is digital transformation? Digital transformation is the comprehensive process. Is the comprehensive process of what? It's written. It's about integrating digital technology in every aspect of the business in a way that it changes the business model, it changes how a company operates, and it changes how the company delivers value to its customers. So digital transformation is not digitalization. It's not about adopting new tools. It's not just automating processes or tasks, analog tasks. It's more about a shift in the cultural and the mindset of the company. It's a whole shift in this. So, how can we achieve a successful digital transformation? This is what we will see here. We need a strategy. Why we need a strategy? Because digital transformation cannot fully happen without a strategy. Without a strategy, it's just, how to say that, scattered and fragmented efforts and ineffective efforts. But with a strategy, we have steps, we have objectives, we have goals, and we can build on that. So, as I said, the digital transformation in itself is a shift in mindset. So, rethinking established ways of working, encouraging innovation, and developing new skills. This is very important for a successful digital transformation. Also, there is another point to take into account. It's disruption. Technology disrupts businesses. This is a fact. This is not something that we are alluding to, but this is a fact. Digital disruption is real. So if we don't take into account disruption, we will fail at some point because we didn't anticipate the disruption that digital transformation will create in our business and in the markets in general. So now we can move to the 5 domains of digital transformation by David L. Rogers. The 5 domains are customers, competition, value, innovation, and data. 5 domains. Those are the 5 main areas of digital transformation. When you are doing strategy for digital transformation, think about those 5 things. And now we will explore which one separately. So customers, what is customer? We have to understand the preferences and the behaviors of our customers. We need to shift our thinking about our customers. We can do that by customer journey mapping, by segmentation and personas, enhancing personalization, or collecting data and feedback loops. Those are strategies that we can apply to bring more customers. And the idea here is to harness customer networks. It means that we need to make our customers speak about us as a business. So we can create a network of customers that collaborate, that talk about us, and that share our values. I have 2 examples. Amazon and Netflix have worked on this area, essentially. Amazon uses data analytics to personalize recommendations based on previous purchases, browsing history, and customer reviews, enhancing the customer experience. And Netflix analyzes viewing habits to recommend content tailored to individual tastes. So those are 2 examples of 2 successful companies that really use digital transformation to enhance the value that they offer to their customers. Second, we have competition. In competition, we have to adapt. We have to adapt ourselves to a changing competitive landscape by monitor competitors, collaborate with competitors. This might seem a bit weird, collaborate with competitors, but here, when we speak about building platforms, you build the platform and you bring your competitor in it. So now your competitor is paying you to use your platform. This is about building platforms. And finally, you can use customer co-creation. That means you bring your customer in to participate in the creation of your product. We have the third, innovation, where you need to create new services and products and business models, which is very important. Business models with experimentation, experiment with new ideas, rapid prototyping. When we talk about rapid prototyping and testing, this is very important in innovation. We don't spend a lot of money when we innovate. We use an iterative method and we test rapidly. Testing, experimenting, and that's how innovation should work. The idea of innovation is to create a new service and a new product. So we need to experiment and test those new products. Scale successfully when one of our tests, when our experiment is okay, and we are sure that it will work, we will scale very fast because our idea is good, so we scale very fast. And then, after we scale our product, we can reinvent our model, our business model. So this is the idea of innovation, how it can create a new business model using technology and digital tools. Value, in fact, is at the core of digital transformation. Digital transformation is about value. How are you going to change value for your customers using digital tools? This is the idea. Delivering a new value to customers, and we can also include stakeholders. How can we achieve that? By redefining a new value proposition, customer-centric performance metrics, and by enhancing customer relationship. Also, we can optimize for digital revenue streams. This is very important because when you are thinking about the value you're giving to your customer, you are thinking about new revenue streams. You are thinking about new ways to make money. So this is the idea. There is the example of Zara and Spotify, who used, okay, my tablet is off, who used their digital technology to change the way they deliver value to their customers. Finally, data. I left data to the end of the 5 domains, so we can build on that and build on for AI. So we need to leverage data in digital transformation for decision-making and personalized customer experience. We can do that through data collection and integration, predictive analytics, and essentially data governance. What we mean by data governance is very important because many people think that data governance is only, how to say that, is the problem of the government. No, each company should have a data governance, a data strategy, because it's, in the next few years, data would be the asset of any company. If you have data, you will have new revenue streams. If you don't, then you will be left out. So we have Target and Coca-Cola who use data extensively to personalize customer experience and make decision and choose new routes. Okay, so as I said before, value is at the core of this model. So you have customer, competition, innovation, data, and value at the center, because everything is around value. So I was thinking, what if we take data, because we have AI today, so we can take data and put it at the core of this model. And what we will have data feeding AI, which will give us new value, which in turn will bring more data, which in turn feed that. So we are in a loop of growth using digital technologies. This is what is really digital transformation is. Bringing your whole business to a new age. Oh, sorry. Okay, now we can look at strategy principles, because there is a difference between a good strategy and bad strategy. There is a good book called Good Strategy and Bad Strategy. So there is principles for good strategies and there is ones for bad strategy. Bad strategy is vague. Vague, filled with buzzwords, and lacks clear plan. There is no plan in a bad strategy. There is no actions. So, but a good strategy is fact-based. It's real. It identifies critical challenges and outlines a cohesive approach. This is a good strategy. You need actions. You need a plan in a good strategy. The key principle for a good strategy is focus. You need to focus on the primary challenges and the primary problem of the company. Insight, develop a deep understanding of the situation and the underlying dynamics. Coherent actions align a coordinated set of actions to address the critical challenges. Finally, we will look at the 7 steps. 7 steps to create a viable, effective digital transformation. This is all inspired by David L. Rogers' books, 2 books. The first one is Digital Transformation Playbook. The second one is Digital Transformation Roadmap. This is the roadmap. First, you need to define strategic objective that aligns with business goals and customer needs. You need objectives, real objectives. This is the first thing. If you don't have an objective, there is no point in making strategies. Second, we need to assess our current digital capabilities and determine gaps to be addressed. We need to know what we have really in our DSE, for example, what we have tools, what tools do we have, what technology do we have, what partnerships do we have, how our employees, are they skilled enough to use the softwares, and do they have the cultural and the mindset to accept new technologies? This is very important. Third, we will identify the key business domains that require digital transformation, because you won't get into a whole business and change it with digital transformation. You can start by part, and this is easier. Identify which critical part of your business needs really digital transformation and go to that key business domain. Fourth, we need to develop a comprehensive roadmap to guide the digital transformation journey. You need a roadmap. You need a timeline. You need a plan. Because you are not going to attain the objective, the strategic objective, unless you have a roadmap for it and the timeline to achieve them. Fifth, we will build digital leadership and foster a culture that embraces a change and transformation. This is this is the most important thing in digital transformation, the mindset shift. How the businessman thinks about digital. Does he know what digital means? What digital transformation means? Does he know how to harness the full talent of digital tools? This is the question. And how does employees accept and deal with digital tools? This is really important in a business. If your employees or the boss is not digitally transformed, there will be no digital transformation in the company, because there will be resistance. There will be resistance from the employees, there will be resistance from the boss, and there will be resistance from everywhere. So we can't achieve a digital transformation when there is a resistance. 6, we need to establish metrics to track progress and monitor transformation efforts. Metrics, KPIs. You need to know what metrics you should attain to say, like, I arrived at this strategic objective or not. And 7th, lastly, this is the coolest thing about digital transformation, it's an iteration. You iterate. You go back to the first, define new strategic objectives, assess, and then until the end. And you keep going. This is the digital transformation journey and digital transformation roadmap. Thank you all for being here. And I hope this was, how to say that, beneficial. Thank you.
On l'applaudit chaleureusement. Merci, Si Khaled. Alors, on va voir s'il y a des questions. C'était très, très clair. J'ai énormément apprécié cette distinction entre la digitalisation et l'intérêt de la transformation digitale. Oui. En effet, on ne se transforme pas juste pour se transformer, mais c'est vraiment une nouvelle création de valeur, value. Tout à fait. Merci beaucoup. Merci encore une fois à notre partenaire Diamant, la GIZ. Je vais voir au niveau du public. On peut prendre 2 petites questions. Monsieur?
Bonjour à tous. Je suis déjà très honoré par rapport à l'invitation qui a été faite à la délégation guinéenne. Donc, je suis Salih Dioul Desso, actuellement directeur des systèmes d'information, organisation et méthode de la Diama Bank. L'année dernière, j'ai eu l'honneur de participer à cet événement en tant que conférencier. Donc, aujourd'hui, la République de Guinée, avec les nouvelles autorités, ont émis une stratégie de digitaliser pratiquement tous les processus métiers. Ça voudrait dire que ce thème, nous sommes en phase avec ce thème que vient de développer M. Khaled. La question que je me pose aujourd'hui, dans le cadre de la sécurisation des recettes, l'État a instruit l'ensemble des banques primaires, qui sont au nombre de 22, à digitaliser les processus dans le cadre de la sécurisation des recettes, notamment au niveau de la direction générale des impôts avec la plateforme e-tax, au niveau de la direction générale de la douane avec le GUSEG. Cela veut dire que nous sommes amenés à collecter un ensemble d'informations. On parle de valeur de data. Quelle est la stratégie? Quels sont les conseils que M. Khaled pourrait donner aux institutions nationales dans le cadre de ce processus? Je vous remercie.
Merci. En fait, je vais parler en français. En fait, je vois que c'est le problème de presque tous les pays africains. On part à la digitalisation, mais on ne fait pas de la digital transformation. On prend nos process qui existent déjà et on met un software, un logiciel qui va gérer le processus qui est déjà analogue. Et donc, pour moi, je veux revenir au changement de mindset. C'est-à-dire, la transformation digitale, c'est tout un changement. Malheureusement, ce n'est pas quelque chose qu'on peut faire très simplement, mais ça prend du temps. Ça prend de la collaboration. Par exemple, au niveau de l'État, l'État doit mettre une stratégie elle-même et tout ministère au-dessus de l'État doit avoir sa digital transformation stratégie à elle-même. Parce que la valeur différente d'un ministère à l'autre. Et on a dit que que la valeur est la plus importante partie de la formation digitale. Ouais. J'espère que j'ai répondu.
Oui. C'est clair, monsieur? C'est bon pour vous? Parfait. On prend une deuxième question au milieu. Alors, allez, on va être généreux. On est de nature très généreuse aujourd'hui. 2 questions, mais ce sont les dernières. Donc, monsieur au milieu et monsieur...
Oui.
Alors peut-être après, au moment du déjeuner.
On a un workshop après.
Ouais.
Alors, il y a le workshop avec Khaled.
Oui.
Allez-y.
On va essayer d'appliquer ça, tout ce qu'on a vu aujourd'hui, sur les différents domaines de vos entreprises. Donc, on va faire un petit exercice après aussi.
Donc, vous pourrez poser vos questions si vous n'avez pas eu l'occasion de lui poser, parce que malheureusement, on doit être assez rapide. Oui. Donc, deuxième question.
Bonjour tout le monde, donc moi c'est Samba Diaw, je suis le Director of ICT, le directeur de DIC de l'Université Cheikh Anta Diop de Dakar. Khaled, thank you for your presentation. I was very glad to assist to your presentation, but I will speak on French.
Okay.
Okay. J'ai vu beaucoup de similarités entre le processus de création de la stratégie de transformation digitale et le processus de création, par exemple, d'un logiciel. Donc, surtout dans le dernier slide que vous avez présenté, donc là, effectivement, on voit quand même que finalement, construire une transformation digitale et construire un logiciel, on a à peu près les mêmes étapes. Donc, ma question, c'est par rapport à la cybersécurité. Parce qu'hier, il y a quelqu'un qui a présenté un peu la transformation digitale et il a parlé de 3 aspects. Il dit que donc on ne peut pas parler de transformation digitale sans infrastructure, sans des compétences numériques, mais aussi sans cybersécurité. Donc ma question est la suivante. Quelle est la place de la cybersécurité dans ce processus justement de la stratégie de transformation digitale que vous avez définie tout à l'heure? Merci beaucoup.
Merci. En fait, vous avez parlé de l'infrastructure. C'était quoi la deuxième? Infrastructure, cybersécurité?
Les compétences numériques, je crois.
Voilà.
Infrastructure, compétences numériques.
Voilà, tout ça, c'est, we call them tools. C'est des outils digitaux. La cybersécurité, c'est un outil digital. Les données, c'est des outils digitaux. Donc, nous, on parle de la transformation digitale d'une manière stratégique. C'est pourquoi on parle des 5 domaines. Les clients, la valeur, l'innovation, tout ça, ça entre dans notre stratégie. Mais quand on parle de la cybersécurité, ça ne fait pas partie de la transformation digitale. Parce que c'est un outil, la cybersécurité, c'est un outil que la société, elle va utiliser après. Ou bien les compétences, oui, aussi, c'est un outil. Mais ce n'est pas vraiment de l'ordre stratégique. Mais quand on parle des clients, par exemple, qui vont payer nos produits, là, c'est stratégique, c'est au cœur. L'innovation, c'est au cœur. Tu dois innover. Tout le monde, il innove aujourd'hui. Si on n'innove pas, on ne va pas y arriver. Je crois que j'ai pris beaucoup de temps, non?
Merci beaucoup. On applaudit si Khaled chaleureusement. Allez.
Merci.
Bravo encore une fois. Merci à notre partenaire Diamant, la GIZ, pour leur soutien.